So you want to bleach. There it was all over the shade room that Safari wants to bleach. He wants to become lighter skin. Spice already did a video or took a photo of her light um on Love and Hip Hop Miami, I think it was. Now Densea has White and Initious Lightning Cream, and Black China was supposed to be a brand ambassador for that. Now you have Safari, who had the Safari coconut oil and the Safari dildos. Um, and now he wants to bleach. It kind of makes me wonder about the whole situation around Nicki Minaj. When you see the old photos, she seems to be darker. Could be a tan, like black people do tan. It could be a tan, and she's back to her natural color. But when they broke up, he went straight to a light skinned Nicki, and he went straight to. And then he went to Erica Mena, and Erica Mena is Latina, and she's light skinned. I'm not sure if she's Afro Latina. I've never seen her claim Afro Latina. I've seen some light skinned Latinos identify as Afro Latino, but as far as I'm aware, she's light. Now he wants to bleach. I've seen some of these people do it because they want to get tattoos and they want this tattoo to show even better. But in my opinion, isn't there such a thing as over processing? You have it for hair. You can't relax and dye your hair the same day. You have to give your skin a break. So if you're bleaching your skin, and your skin is an organ, so what are you doing to that organ? And it covers most of your body, and the stuff that you absorb through your skin. I mean, there's your day-to-day cleaning projects, and even those have WMS symbols like workplace hazard information or something. I'm remembering the acronym. But the point is, this stuff isn't safe. You have to handle it with care, and you're just gonna bathe in bleach, or what are you going to do? It's a big problem in the Caribbean, but it's a huge problem in Africa as well too. It's a problem in India. Anti-blackness is a global phenomenon. Anti-blackness, as in blackness of the skin, the darkness. India has a caste system completely based on this. You saw in the doll study. Um, I forget what the researcher was who said that black women were found to be scientifically the most unattractive women, with Asian women being the most attractive, whereas black men were the most attractive, with Asian men being the least attractive. So I guess, are they trying to say that white people are just average? They might be just average because it's the default. You see them represented all the time, but I don't think so. In our Eurocentric society, all we see, maybe the standard for white people is different because we see them as people. Like, these people look different. Like, although they joke about how some people look the same, like Katy Perry and Joey Deschanel, but if you see them together, they look nothing alike. Um, but yeah, if for him as a man to want to bleach, he's following suit after Vibes Cartel, Sammy Sosa. You can't achieve white. You can't achieve it. These people look scary when they do it. Have you seen, what's that movie? I think it's I Robot or something. There's a movie where these people, it's like they have like permeable skin, like not permeable, but it you just gotta see it. It reminds me of skin bleaching. Like, you look sickly. Like, Sammy Sosa looks scary. And the thing is, Safari is a very beautiful man. He's a bit of a joke, but he's a very beautiful man. Why would you do that? I don't even understand. It's, it's not like some people talk about color complexes, but Safari is a very beautiful. I would, if somebody were to interview him, like, I'm not saying he's too pretty to have that insecurity. I'm just saying, what, were you bullied, or has your somebody in your family done it? I mean, Nicki Minaj and rumors surrounding plastic surgery. I don't know for a fact if she did it. If I had to bet money, I'd say she did, but I don't know. When I was young and these butt injections were first came out and these snatching the waist, and uh, I believed she was natural because I've seen some really curvy women, naturally curvy women. But when you see old videos, and so he's doing it now, I and you gotta ask yourself why. Well, why? It's bad for your health. You're at higher risks of all sorts of things. I would have to ask someone, is it painful when you go in the sun and your skin? Because your skin's, for some people, it looks thinner. And then it's not even white, it's not even light skin black. It's like this yellowy, pinky color. And does it flatter your features? There's some people, doesn't look good. But there was this one girl on YouTube who did a test. She had Afrocentric features. She did a test. She photoshopped herself lighter and people liked it. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm a nilotic person. We're some of the darkest people in the world. I don't want to be white. Or and they might argue that they're not trying to achieve whiteness, they're trying to achieve lightness. But is that worth it either? Where did the light come from? Is it? And I have to ask, what do people, what do white people think when they see this? Because Asian people, they bleach too. They do. They have their skin lightening, and it's like the glass skin. It's like porcelain. You see the geishas. Their face are all white. I don't know if it has anything to do with that, but they do have it too. So, what are you supposed to say? What are you supposed to think? Like, and the extent some people will go to different things, body modification. I watched this one documentary, and these people in the Caribbean, they were eating food for, I think it was like cows or chicken or something, or like these pellets, so that they could get like the hourglass, so they could get the hourglass shape. Um, yeah, I thought that was crazy. Some people like Some people like being petite. Some people are better petite, tall and skinny, or tall and big, or like our Father who art, like literally art in heaven, like the divine creator. Hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Just busy playing God. I mean, some people have the mindset if it makes you happy. I mean, if you like it, I gotta love it, right? You do you. Veer Sidika has a song called Mimi. And if you don't know who Veer Sidika is, she's like Kenya's Kim Kardashian. She's a socialite. She has a music video called Mimi. She's been bleached for quite a while. She looks gorgeous in her natural skin color. I'm just saying, in her natural skin color. But the stuff that she does, uh, the stuff that she does, it's hard because Veer Sidika, if I think about the future and her legacy, she's gonna be somebody. She's gonna be somebody. She is somebody. She's a role model for these young girls. I know I say this half chuckling, but she actually is, to have so much visibility and to be like it's typical African gender roles. The woman is supposed to be submissive, but she's really being her own person and going out there and doing it, you want that plastic or unless somebody's putting her up to it, but she's Kenya's Kim Kardashian. This girl had a tiny waist and a big butt before, but you're just gonna go and put more and more. And it's interesting because seeing it in certain types of clothes, because I have a curvy body as well. Seeing her body in certain types of clothes, I really don't think all this extra stuff she's putting in is flattering. But it's supposed to be the African version. She didn't need it. She didn't need it. She already had a butt. I don't know. But what makes you do this is light. I see there was this show, An African City, and they had a Kenyan person on the show. Why do you look Somalian? Somalian or Ethiopian? I'm speaking on it from a Canadian context. Because you're so light and you have the looser curl. To me, that looks like an Ethiopian. That's Kenyan? I can't say that's not Kenyan because there's how many different ethnic tribes, but that's Kenya? Nah, nah. I I don't know. Even seeing some of these people, why do you think this yellow, like, I mean, if the ancestors could see us, the ancestors could see us. I mean, these white people are going out here and getting a tan. Why? I mean, does it help? Do you get extra benefits? Do you get extra attention? You might get extra attention for the wrong reason. I mean, negative attention is easier to get than positive attention. So infamous. I just really think she shouldn't. I really like. If you can go back, I think you should go back. You don't even understand. Some of the Sudanese, they have some of the most beautiful skin, flawless. It's like dark, and it's well, I mean, blue tones, purple tones, like different skin has an undertone. Like Chris, right now you're seeing a bit of red, and there's areas where you see some yellow. So the Sudanese, they make fun of them for it, but I I have yet to see a Sudanese with bad skin. I mean, I've seen tribal marks in a Sudanese person, but I have yet to see a Sudanese with bad skin. They and hey, they say black don't crack. Why are you helping the process? What is this color complex? Does it give you power? Does it give you prestige? Are there people who are saying in your community that it looks good? I think it looks crazy. I mean, the albinos, the people with albinism, their skin is like translucent, and you're trying to give yourself like it reminds me of almost of albinism. Not really, but I'm not saying that these people want to be darker, but why? 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 I mean, you see Michael Jackson. We all saw Michael Jackson. We all saw Michael Jackson. I mean, the love for Michael Jackson is strong, but we all saw that. I can't I can't even believe it. If if somebody gave me the option, I had somebody tell me, don't bleach. Don't bleach. I don't really want to. I don't really want to, but in the summer, they say black people don't tan. We tan. Sometimes I get a mean farmer's tan. My face is really dark compared to the rest of my body in the summer, but I love it. And it's like the after tan glow. You know how like you get the tan and then there's the tan. I know, from a black person, right? There's the tan and then there's the tan. Quarantine. I've been quarantining, so we'll see if it comes. But it's like when your skin is glowing and it's nice and it's chocolatey. I'm proud to be black. I'm happy to be black. When you ask them that question, if you were to ask these people the same question, would they feel the same way? I mean, I got bullied, like, oh, your skin looks like poo. Oh, you're dirty. Being black is dirty. I I got the bullying, and when I was a kid, I felt it. But as an adult, I wouldn't want to. Even if I were to lighten myself, I don't think it would suit my features. And if it's that easy, just to if I'm going to lighten myself 2 or 3 shades, and that's gonna make you nicer than me, then you're a racist. Even if you're black, you're a racist. You're a black white supremacist. Because what? I'm the same person. I'm the same person. I see Safari getting covered in these tattoos and he's lighting himself. Vibes Cartel looks crazy. Like Tales of the Crypt Keeper. Like, it's too much. Somebody can answer this. How come this doesn't tan? What is this? I mean, it's the souls. Is this why they say gingers have no souls? Because it's all one color. I'm not on drugs. But even like the nails, these parts don't tan. It's interesting. Somebody scientific probably has the answer. But even if you did it to match this, see, it's not even like a white. It looks really pink. And then it's like, when you see it on these people, it's crazy. Michael Jackson said they said he did it because he had to, because the vitiligo started to appear. And it's really something for these people. Same with the people with albinism. If you were to ask them, I don't know if asking them if they want to be black is the right question, because they're still black people, even though they're light skinned. And we have makeup for people with albinism now. So are you trying to be like a person with albinism? Because there's some people who go past yellow, where it becomes like this pink and translucent. And I'm not saying trying to say that it's not the same thing, but why you again? It's almost like playing God. But of all the plastic surgeries, I mean, people are injecting cement into their butts and whatever silicone, like all this to look like what? Is it the ideal standard of beauty? Even Kim Kardashian doesn't look like Kim Kardashian. Even Khloe Kardashian, she just came out and said she had a nose job. Never knew, never thought to ask, but she had a nose job. Courtney had a boob job. Kylie, lip fillers. Kendall, lip fillers. I mean, Kim Kardashian went and got the x ray and they said it was all her butt. Was it lipo or a fat transfer? Because it's not going to show up as silicone or it's not going to show up as a foreign entity from the body if it's just fat. But I don't know. But I'm seeing how Kim Kardashian is aging, and she's aging quite gracefully. Girl, you're 40? Wow. Hope to look that good at 40. But I don't know if it's going to be the same for the rest of them. But again, different people. I saw this, there's this one book where this white woman got melanin shots so she could understand the black experience. I think it was like Sister in the Struggle or something. I can't remember. It's somewhere. And they accused Marla Negra of getting melanin shots. But she's dark skinned. So, and then there's at first, I look at my features and my features are very Afrocentric. I feel like if you were to lighten Amara, you would see that her features are Afrocentric. They're just more delicate. I mean, if you and playing these kinds of games are tricky. But yeah, I don't know. The point of this is don't bleach. I mean, do what makes you happy, but don't bleach. Really ask yourself. Like they do therapy with transgender people now, and I do think that's the right thing to do to get to the root of why you want to do this, so that you're more confident because the suicide rates are so high. Some of these people, I don't know if it's like they know how to make their color come back, but that's why they do it. Because I've seen some people who bleach and their color comes back. But how hard is it on the body? So I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a scientist. I'm not a dermatologist. I don't study skin. I don't know. But sorry. Do it's. I know it's not safe. I know it's not safe. How do you like some of these people? It's like even asking them, getting them an interview. Do you regret having your body done? K. Michelle removed her butt implants, but even she too went back for some more plastic surgery. Bruce Jenner was upset because of his nose job when he was Bruce Jenner. Now, Caitlyn, she seems to be happier in her look. See, it's very tricky because in a context, I don't mean to be transphobic, but there's a lot of things. I should do an unpopular opinions video, but yeah, don't bleach. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. The question is, sometimes I've used bleach, right? On certain things like clothes or bleaching the toilet. You can't remove those stains, but you can remove the pigment in skin. What do they put in this? Like, how do you make bleach? Who was the first person to bleach themselves? How long have they been doing it for? It's definitely a color complex thing. Because he's Jamaican, but I don't know what Jamaica's history is. But if you look at the Dominican Republic and Haiti, I understand it with the colonizers, but you see it also with the Latinos. The Latinos are lighter, so and you're still next door, or you're still with. I shouldn't say you're still with the colonizer to an extent, because they're having this the Afro Latino debate. The show The Heights. Never seen it, but they're complaining that there were no Afro Latinos represented. So Afro Latinos are just mixed. They're mixed. If you think of the way it, if you look at it in terms of like Pangea, or in the theory of evolution, like the out of Africa theory, if in the beginning it was black and white, Latinos are just mixed. They're the children of the Spaniards, and something happened to create you. Probably they're black, white, Native American, whatever else was here. Because Latino, so, because Afro Latino to me is like African American. So she's telling you she's Afro Latino. But Amarla Negra is a unique case because she is mixed race Latino. Her mom is obviously Latino. And there are probably other people like that. So I get it when Juju was there because she's saying she's Latino, but she's of African descent. So I think it's when different things become quite complicated because people need to understand. I think people don't understand what they're seeing with the same terminology. But I hope with Amara coming here and making waves here, I'm seeing on social media that ground is being made in the Latin Americas. I watched this one show, The 3%. There are black people on that show. And it's not a slave show. Because she said that a lot of the roles for black people are, it's like historical fiction or historical with the slave context, and that people, they've done parades making fun of her, Marla Negra. Um, but yeah, now she's here in the States. It'd be interesting. I think it's just because of the oppression. Well, not just because of the oppression. I watched one documentary where the Latinos were talking about the black grandmother in the closet because they had a caste system similar to the Indians, but it's based on how you mix. So there's a word for black mom, white dad. There's a word for black dad, white mom. There's a word for mixed race person and a black person. They lumped everybody into different categories. So it's something. Um, I really think that Safari should, if I were to recommend anything to him, just have some counseling. Not necessarily going to a psychologist, but sitting there and talking with your friends, talking it through. Because he's just like, support me on my journey, support me on my journey. It's like, um, it's a double edged sword because it's good that he started talking about it, but it's bad because um, he has people that might follow him. And where is he leading them to? So, yeah, I keep trying to end this, but yeah. Don't bleach.